everyone, and welcome to the Dakota Fundraising News Podcast. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of July. We are sprinting through the summer. If you are listening to this morning and you are in the Boston or New England area, we do still have some space tonight at our Boston Dakota Cocktails event. I am here, boots on the ground in Boston as you are listening to this. As I'm recording this, I'm in Philadelphia in our studio, joined by our esteemed colleague here, Matt Marino.
Greetings. Always a pleasure.
We want to kick things off first by thanking everyone for the continued support on the podcast. And without further ado, let's just jump right into things. So we'll start off with job changes. I'll go ahead and kick us off. We start at Morgan Stanley, where after serving as the executive director of CLO structuring and syndication of Morgan Stanley Alternative Investment Partners, Quentin Robert has transitioned to Santander, where he now leads their CLO business. Santander, if you are not familiar, is a Spanish bank. Quick shout out to our former colleague Eli Larson, who is now based in Madrid, which is fun stuff. Miss you, buddy. Moving over to Ethan Katz, who has left Lombard Odier Asset Management, where he served as an investor relations analyst, has joined JP Morgan. He'll be operating in a similar role. This is a good one to call out because if you have been listening to this podcast, you have been following along that we've been making a ton of data and improvements to the Dakota Marketplace platform, one of which is we've incorporated a ton of GP data. So calling out these investment firm job changes has been really big for us, and we're excited to be bringing that to the homepage of Marketplace very soon. I'll just go ahead and finish off this segment. So we start with our third here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Foundation. This is Cynthia Donacimento. Apologies in advance, Cynthia, if you're listening for the pronunciation there, but I think I'm pretty close.
I think you're right there.
Cool.
Yeah. A couple test runs.
Cynthia, we practiced that. Cynthia has joined the RWJ Barnabas Health as a managing director of investments after having spent more than a decade at NYU's investment office on the endowment strategy.
Love it.
Take it away, Matt.
Yeah, jumping into some RIA movement, some mergers and acquisitions, but also calling it out on the financial advisor front. And we're going to start there. We're going to go with financial advisors, Rory Charles Roninger and Ryan Wolford Swazi and Christopher Garland White launched Bellingrath Wealth Management as an independent RIA in New Orleans. You ever been to New Orleans?
I've not, but I almost went for the most recent UFC fight, but then I unfortunately had some other travel pop up.
Got it. Okay. Well, it's on my bucket list. I've heard it's crazy down there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Done. So down in New Orleans, the team was previously affiliated with LPL Financial, which will provide custodial and brokerage services to Bellingrath Wealth Management. So nice shout out to those three lads on the accomplishment there. Michael Lee Sharp launched Sharp Wealth Management as an independent RIA in Springfield, Missouri. You ever been to Springfield?
I've not been to Springfield, but I am going relatively soon, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the best man in a wedding. The wedding is in Fenwick Island, Delaware, which is very easy to get to.
Wow.
But they are doing a ceremony for the bride at her hometown of Joplin, Missouri. And as best man, I need to represent the East Coast in Missouri.
I am shocked by this news. That's incredible. We're going to have to circle back on that at a later podcast and learn more about Springfield, Missouri. So Sharp Wealth Management and Michael Lee Sharp more so was previously a senior wealth advisor at Mercer Global Advisors. The firm has a custodial arrangement with Altruist Financial. And the last one to call out, Canadian Insurance and Wealth Management Group.
Have you ever been to Canada?
I have.
Nice.
Montreal and Toronto within a month of each other.
Nice.
And that's it.
And we have Toronto Dakota Cocktails coming up soon, October 28th.
Toronto's a beautiful city. You're gonna go up there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Done. When's that? That was October, you said?
October 28th.
Fantastic.
Great.
Hopefully we'll see you all in Toronto. If you're based in the States, make your way there. Back to it. So RF Capital, $435.2 million in assets under management. They operate under the Richardson Wealth brand, which has $29.4 billion in assets under management. And as of June 30th, from a date there for the AUM. The deal is expected to close in the fourth quarter. CIBC Capital Markets is the exclusive financial advisor, and Goldman's LLP is legal counsel to RF Capital. Do you want to kick it over to some searches?
I will. Yeah, Matt, have you ever been to Austin, Texas?
I have not, no.
I have. It's wonderful. And speaking of Austin, Texas, Texas County and District Retirement System has made a $25 million private equity allocation to an early stage venture fund that is CRV. Looks like that's actually Fund 20, which is, wow, that is a big firm. They've obviously been doing a lot. They also committed to Fund 19 previously. This is a follow-on investment, $25 million to this one, $35 million previously to the predecessor in 2022. Cool. Now let's jump over to Kansas. Matt, have you ever been to Kansas City?
I have not. No, I don't think I have any, reason to go there.
What about the barbecue?
Go Birds.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Yep.
It'd be nice to eat the barbecue, just like how we ate the Chiefs lunch. But jumping over to Kansas Public Employees Retirement System, they have committed $210 million to BTG Pactual for their open-ended core Timberland fund, $110 million to Great Hill, Boston-based firm. That is a private equity fund. That was Fund 9. $95 million to IFM Global Infrastructure. And then they've also removed Pinebrook from a watch list. Just a quick update there. Fun fact on timber, Mass Prim in Boston, world's largest investor in timberland.
Wow. Right on.
Cool. So, finally, city of Mobile. Matt, have you ever been in Montgomery, Alabama?
I have not. No, I was actually in Alabama for the first time, though, a couple months ago.
Nice. You did a little golf trip.
I did, yes. We did the Robert Trent Jones Trail. Highly recommend.
Love it.
Just stay out of the fescue. I got bit by a deer tick.
Well, good. Well, not good, but bummed to hear that.
Yeah.
Good. City of Mobile Police and Firefighters Retirement Fund has gone ahead and affirmed Mariner's recommendation to make a $6.5 million private equity commitment to the co-invest feature of Constitution Capital Partners Ironside Fund 7. I actually think Constitution Capital, also Boston-based, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe New York. Maybe you can fact check me on that. This tops a $12 million allocation they made to the fund. So now they're all in at $18.5 million to this, with $6.5 million being in co-invest.
Nailed it. Every time. Boston-based.
Pretty good with Boston. Mm-hmm. Take us away here, Matt. I see we have some searches. Interestingly, we do have one international search.
We do, yes. Do you want me to start with the international search?
Sure.
All right, so starting with the international equity search from a Rome-based pension, Fonte. The Italian pension has initiated a search for managers to invest $1.86 billion, 1.6 euros, across 18 mandates within its sub-funds, with proposals due by September 15th. The move reportedly follows an extension of existing mandates until November 11th and aims to increase the pension's number of specialized managers beyond the current 11. So just to note that, continuing to provide, I think, a lot more just international searches and activity as we grow the intel within our platform there.
Yeah, that's good stuff. We are really developing our international capabilities. We've long had international accounts and contacts. We've spent the past 6 months bolstering those. Yep. And now we're adding our value-added data that everyone's so used to in the U.S. on top of that. So think investments, searches, everything you know and love.
Love it. Yep. And then two others on the search front.
Plymouth County. Boston. We're having a nice Boston-themed day.
We are. Plymouth County, and then the last one to call will be Boston Retirement. But with Plymouth County, right now, $1.5 billion in assets under management. They work with Makita from a consulting standpoint. And on the search side, they've narrowed down the field to 5 candidates, and it's $50 million private equity manager search, following a review of proposals submitted by the May 23rd deadline for that RFP. So now we're down to 5. Makita is working on behalf of the pension, and they will be selecting from finalists Capital Dynamics Mid-Market Direct Fund 5, Charles Bank Capital Partners Equity Fund 11, K1 Investment Management, specifically K6 Private Investors, Reverence Capital Partners Opportunities Fund 4, Reverence Capital Partners Private Equity Opportunities Fund 8, and Ridgemont Equity Partners Fund 5 for the mandate. So I'm sure we'll have another update there soon on who receives the ticket and the W. And then the last one to close out, Boston Retirement System, $7.5 billion in assets under management. They work with NEPC from a consulting standpoint, and they have closed their private credit search as it selected ICG Europe Fund 9 and JFL Credit Opportunity Fund 2 for $20 million allocations each. So shout out to both ICG and JFL on the wins there. Sixth Street Opportunities Fund 6 was also considered during the search. And additionally, the pension did approve a $10 million private equity commitment to Great Hill Partners Fund 9 based on a recommendation by a firm in our backyard, Hamilton Lane.
Oh, yeah. Good. Let's just keep rolling then. We'll touch on our fundraising updates here. PGIM's private capital arm has raised $600 million for their 7th mezzanine fund as of July 23rd. Congrats to the team over there. Then we have Rock 360. I think we know them pretty well, right? Friend of the firm, Rock 360. They are a real estate financing solution specialist. They have closed their first insurance dedicated fund with $150 million of invested capital sourced from a retirement services provider. So it tracks with that trend we were talking about last week, just on retirement funds getting more and more involved in alts. And then Avila Real Estate as well. They've completed the fundraise for their debut fund. It was a debt fund. They raised over $700 million in total commitments across institutional and private wealth investors. This does include co-invest vehicles. They focus on home building, acquisition, development, and construction. Cool. That'll wrap it up for today. Dakota Cocktails, July 30th today, Boston Harbor Hotel. 2 weeks from now on the 14th, Leia Scale in Greenwich. We have Park House at Dallas, September 20th, and a bunch of other ones coming up. We are hosting an event in Paris at the end of September. I will be there. We're doing Toronto at the end of October, TBD, but
we'll both be there.
Probably be there.
Yep.
And
lock it in.
Otherwise, I think we're all good.
I think we're all good. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks,
Awesome.
everyone. See ya.
This episode is brought to you by Dakota Marketplace. Are you tired of constantly jumping between multiple databases and channels to find the right investment opportunities? Introducing Dakota Marketplace, the comprehensive institutional and intermediate database built by fundraisers for fundraisers. With Dakota Marketplace, you'll have access to all channels and asset classes in one place, saving you time and streamlining your fundraising process. Say goodbye to the frustration of searching through multiple databases, websites, Form ADVs, and say hello to a seamless and efficient fundraising experience. Sign up now and see the difference Dakota Marketplace can make for you. Visit dakota.com/Dakota-Marketplace today.